Receive, Lord, receive all I have and possess.
Welcome to Listening to Catholic Women, a special series sponsored by the Archdiocese of Boston. Each week, join Bishop Mark O'Connell as he engages in heartfelt conversations with inspiring Catholic women. Together, we'll hear about their faith journeys and how they live out God's call in their lives. Stay with us for an uplifting journey of reflection and inspiration.
Give me only your love and your grace. That's enough for me.
Hello and welcome to Listening to Catholic Women. I'm Bishop Mark. Today we have Pauline Wells, who is the Superintendent of Operations of the Cambridge Police Department. I am very excited to have you here. Welcome to Listening to Catholic Women.
Thanks for having me, Bishop.
So this is I'm sure lots of people are going to be interested in the Superintendent of Police, the one of the two in Cambridge. Mm-hmm. But this is a podcast, video cast about your faith, which is interesting. Do you think there'll be any policemen or women who will listen to this and say, I didn't know that?
Probably.
Well,
the higher you go up, the less people know you, I think, unfortunately.
But you're pretty high up there.
Yeah, number two.
Number two,
yep.
Okay, so I want to get into that.
Yep.
But speaking about your faith, were you Catholic, baptized Catholic?
Yes. Yep.
And what was your family, like a very practicing family, and you grew up in a Catholic neighborhood, or what was your Catholic beginning like?
Yep. My mother and father were both Catholic, practicing Catholics. Very wonderful people. My mother was a saint, I will say that. Neither one of them are living at the moment. But every Saturday, 4 o'clock, was Mass time, for sure. Not something that the kids maybe wanted to go, but nonetheless, you better have you better come back with a bulletin.
You had to bring back the bulletin.
Just to show that you went. When we were older, when we were younger, we all went together.
When you were younger, did you? My family had to sit in the same order in the pew. Did you just pile in?
No, we just piled in because, and then you had to move because there were 6 of us, so you had to move people around if they were talking or hitting each other or.
So you had a traditional Catholic upbringing,
and most of us sang in the choir, in the church choir. Yeah.
So one of the wonderful reasons that I wanted to have you is that you're also a cantor in the church now. So is this singing something you've done since then in church, or?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say as kids, we all went to Catholic school all the way through to 12 years.
Do you know which school is this?
St. John's Grammar School in Cambridge, and I went to North Cambridge Catholic High School. Both of them, St. John's is no longer there, and North Cambridge Catholic is also not there, but they've moved to Savin Hill, and they are Cristo Rey School.
So did you grow up dreaming of being a police officer, or is that something that just happened to you?
It kind of just happened. My sister, my slightly younger sister, always wanted to be a police officer, and she came on the job 4 years before I did. And at some point where I was trying to figure out what the heck I was going to do, she said, "Why don't you just take the test?" So I did, and I got 100, and here I am, 32 and a half years later. 32
and a half. It was always Cambridge Police Department.
Yes.
So
yes.
That's been your career, is the and so I know that you were very affected by Cursillo. Mm-hmm. And that is something that not everyone listening would know about. So let's talk about you as a Catholic before Cursillo.
Okay.
Then we'll explain Cursillo, and then we'll see how it made a difference in your life. Is that fair enough?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. So you as an adult Catholic working in the police department prior to Cursillo, what was that experience?
Well, there wasn't much of an experience there, Bishop. I think once my parents died, I don't think none of us really went to church like we used to. I mean, obviously during the high holidays,
Sure, sure.
people, at least I did anyway. So I kind of moved away from. I think even though my parents were so faithful, like so faithful, even in their passing, they were so faithful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why that didn't kind of rub off,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not that they didn't talk about it, went to Catholic school, but somehow along the way, it kind of went by the wayside, unfortunately.
Okay, so
hmm
how did you end up at living at Cursillo? And we'll explain what that is. But did someone ask you, or how did you end up going to the retreat?
Well, my husband had gone 5 years previous to me, and he talked about it, and I knew a lot of people that I respected that had gone to Cursillo that I never knew that they had gone to Cursillo. Didn't know what it was anyway, but
Right.
and for 5 years they all tried to get me to go to Cursillo. And the timing, I have a 21-year-old daughter, Molly, and the timing was always wrong, because that's what you do.
Sure.
You say, I can't go because I have to do something else. But it was always like when she was in a dance recital or things like that that I wasn't going to miss. So that's basically the reason why I kept pushing them off.
I bet there's a lot of people that are listening who are in that exact spot. They've been in the back of their mind thinking they're going to do something, but their Molly or whoever's rehearsal got in the way and all that. So
Yep.
You decided to take initiative and you went. Now, let's explain what is Cursillo before we see what happened in your life.
Well, it's a retreat, and at least for me anyway, I know there's different spots around Massachusetts that you can go, but mine happened to be at the Holy Cross Retreat House in Easton. And just going there, even visiting prior to me even understanding what Cursillo was, it's just the sweetest little place.
Nice.
And it's very difficult to explain, honestly. It's a retreat where you go for 3 days and you talk about the Catholic religion, sacraments. You learn about how to take your Catholic faith and put it into action. But living there with all the women that are in the retreat with you and the bonds that you make there are something I'll never forget, that's for sure.
So they do it separately. They do men's retreats and they do women's retreats.
They do.
So you're, and then I unfortunately have never, they call it live Cursillo, right?
Yes, they
Well, I've
do.
never lived the Cursillo. Someday.
Well, you have to.
Okay. Well, getting so many of these good recommendations, which you got too.
Incredible.
And are you still in touch with those same women, or is that part of your...
Every single day.
Every single day, these same women?
Well, there was 35 women in my Cursillo.
Yeah.
And so they have tables.
Uh-huh.
And the table that I was at was called St. Anne's. And those 7 people, every single day since we left Cursillo, we have been in touch via text. In the morning and at night, and sometimes, and I'm not going to say that I haven't turned it off once in a while.
Yeah.
Because there's so many texts during the day while I'm at work,
Well,
But
you're a busy woman.
it's a good night.
Yeah.
It's a good night and a good morning every single day since we left
Oh,
Cursillo.
wow. And okay, so tell me about the moment where your head snapped in the Cursillo. Like, when was it you said, was it when you sat down and just felt relaxed, or was there some time that you said, I think that I'm going to make a commitment?
It wasn't any particular moment for me. And we talk about it there too, about, God moments that come over you at one particular time or another, depending on what's being talked about or who's speaking at the time and what they're trying to relay to you or to us. And then, the activities that we do together as well. I don't think for me it was one particular moment, although when other people have particular moments, it's amazing to watch.
Neat.
And I don't know that I had one particular moment, but just I think it's joy. I think it's when and and I was tired because it is a lot. It's work. It's not like you're going to get your toes and nails done, you know. It is a lot of work. You don't get a tremendous amount of sleep, but I think I didn't want to leave on Sunday night.
Wow.
I did not want to leave.
Okay, so you came home from that on a spiritual high.
I was flying.
How has that changed your life?
For me, it's changed my life completely. I go to Mass every week. Most of the time I go alone. Richard, my husband, he either is working or doing something else or going to a different church whenever. And so I do go to our neighborhood church every week. And interesting story, when I was a kid, for whatever reason, I don't know what that reason is, I never was a fan of Easter. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. I love candy, you know,
Yeah.
maybe because I don't like dressing up, you know, I'm
Right.
pretty much a tomboy, you know, so maybe that was what it was. But when I lived Cursillo, it was during Lent.
Mm-hmm.
And now Lent is like my favorite time of year.
Wow.
Like I can't wait for Lent to come back around again. It's the craziest thing,
Huh.
you know, but now I love it. You know, I go Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night to Mass. And I think for me, some of it is why it was different for me is a lot of the folks that were in my Cursillo, living my Cursillo with me, already had a very faith-filled life, which at first I was kind of jealous of, for very good reason. I mean, they already had that. It was already there. This was just kind of like, kind of giving them a boost or making it like more exciting or kind of giving them a lift. But for me, it was like I was starting from the beginning.
Yeah.
So like things that, like really literally starting from the beginning, not really knowing a lot, not even remembering a lot. I mean, obviously I went to Mass when I was a kid, but not really knowing the Bible, not really knowing any of that stuff. And for me, everything was like, you know, a fire hose.
Neat. You're eating it up.
Yeah. And wanting more.
Neat.
And wanting more because I just don't know anything. So now it's like everything is new and everything is wonderful and exciting. And
Okay, you come home from that. How does your daughter look at you?
oh boy. Well, that is my biggest regret.
Oh.
So when I lived Cursillo, she was in college. She was a freshman in college.
You regretted she didn't come with you, or?
No, regretted that. Well, she's 21. Well, she was 18 at the time or 19, and I didn't bring her up like I should have.
Oh well.
Well, I mean that's.
I hear you, but you're forgiven. Two Hail Marys. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I want to be able to. It's difficult for me to talk to her about things like that because she's not really listening. She is, but she isn't. So that's my only, you know, if I could take that back, if I could start earlier so that I could have her learn.
Well, so many mothers are in that same position, you know. So it's interesting to me what you saw in those women that inspired you is like what I see in you now. So you have what they had, which is cool. You know, it changed your life. Yeah.
Totally.
So
totally.
Did it change your life at all as a police officer?
I mean, I always considered myself someone who did the right thing. But I think as a boss, it's different. It's different because, you know, in this particular position that I have now, as the superintendent of operations, I have so many people, so many young people.
Like how many?
Under me.
Hundreds or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like a couple of hundred.
Oh, gee.
That work under me. And to be able to bring them in, talk to them. And that's what I did when I first came in as a superintendent. You know, I wanted to talk to everybody, even if it was just for 10 minutes. I had my admin person set up 10-minute meetings with all the people that worked for me. It took me a long time to get through everyone, but how else are you going to know how to push them and how to motivate them if you don't even know who they are?
Yeah.
You know, find out, you know, do they have kids? Do they don't have kids? Single, married, moms, dads, you know, what do you want to do where do you want to be 5 years from now? Things like that.
So I assume you're always a mentoring boss, but this somehow changed even that somehow the relationship between you and those below you.
Well, I think it brought a more human
Okay.
approach. I mean, I think I always was like that anyway.
Yeah.
But I think this was just more of a because of what they see every day.
Hmm.
I just want to make sure that they're okay.
And this Cursillo that was how long ago?
What's this? 25, 22.
22 years ago?
No, not 2022.
Oh, 2022. I was
2022, I think.
okay. So it was
Or 3.
4 or 5 years ago,
Mhm.
and
3. Or
3 years
3,
ago.
Yeah. 3
Now,
years ago.
I
And
have
I'm old.
seen you in church as a cantor. You were the singer at Father Charlie Higgins' 50th anniversary. I was so impressed with that. What song did you sing there? It was so beautiful.
I know it, and I didn't know the Magnificat.
Oh, the Magnificat.
Yeah.
And then our mutual friend, Father Sean, says, I got to hear you someday sing Our Lady of Knock. Is that
Oh yeah, Lady and Knock. Yeah.
is that one of your favorites?
That's one of my favorites. Yeah.
So you've sung a lot of places. When did
Mhm.
you, separate track here, when did you discover that you were a singer?
Well, it's my husband's fault, really.
Oh.
When we got married 27 years ago, July 4th, 27 years ago, which is interesting because we're both police officers, we never got to celebrate our anniversary because we were always working on July 4th. But when we were dancing to our songs, and I was singing them to myself, but not in his ear, but my mouth was next to his ear. So
Right.
he's like, "Wow, you have a really nice voice," and he got me singing lessons the next Christmas.
Ah,
So I had a couple of different places where I went and had singing lessons, and then I started to ride the Pan Mass Challenge, and in order to do that, you have to raise a whole bunch of money, and trying to figure out how to do that, my husband again came up with the idea of doing like charity concerts. So I started to do different types of charity concerts, and then it ended up being I did 10 years in a row. We did a Christmas concert at the Norwood Theater, and the money that I would raise would go towards my ride for the Pan Mass Challenge, or it could be for Cops for Kids with Cancer, raising money for them, or different veterans charities and stuff like that.
okay, so there's 2 tracks I want to take. I'm going to take one, and then I want to hear all about the Pan Mass Challenge, which I'm told you've done it for many years.
21.
21. Let's do that first. So
Sure.
Pan Mass Challenge is specifically for what charity?
It's for cancer. It's usually most of it's Dana-Farber, but
Yeah.
It's raise money for cancer.
And you ride bikes,
Ride bike.
and and people pledge.
And people pledge, yes.
Yes.
It's this weekend.
And are you ready for it?
As ready as I'm ever going to be.
So how many times have you done it?
I think I had my appendix out once, and I did half of it once because I got vertigo in the middle.
Yeah.
But for 21 years.
And like how much money you think you've raised for cancer?
About $150,000.
Okay, that's a lot of money. And you do it every year except for when you have appendicitis.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And it sounds like you do other charities too.
Yeah, so we used to do concerts for, like I said, Cops for Kids with Cancer is very
Right.
close to my heart.
Cops with Kids for Cancer.
Cops for Kids with Cancer.
Okay, good.
So they raise money to kids that are getting treatment to give them $5,000 grants to do what they want with.
Yeah, nice.
And they do other things too, but that's the main thing.
Okay, so you're big into charity and in the police, doing all wonderful things for society. But now you have a new thing in your life, which is your faith.
Mhm.
So, how did you become a cantor in a parish? Are you
Well,
you're not? You just
I'm
sing
not a cantor.
occasionally.
Yeah,
You sing at funerals, I know.
I do sing at funerals or weddings, or mostly funerals and weddings in a church.
Yeah. Are these usually police officer families, or is it your family, or anybody?
No, just anybody.
And
Anybody.
do you have recordings too?
A while back, I did a live recording.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, and I could use a little help on that one.
Well, our listeners to this video, they've heard your voice because you sing our intro.
Oh.
Take Lord Receive. That's you singing. So we thank you for doing that. And as a special treat, at the end of this interview, if people stay on, you're going to sing the whole song.
I will.
That's great. Thank you for doing that.
My pleasure.
It will be self-explanatory why I think it's so spectacular that your ministry of singing. So, thanks for that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it changed you a little bit as a police officer. A lot, it sounds like. Did it change your marriage now that you're a saint?
Well,
Is that what your husband would say?
A saint with no patience whatsoever, and I pray all the time for more patience.
Yeah.
Richard is a wonderful man. He really is. He does so much for so many people, but he drives me crazy, and in a good way.
Yeah.
But I think I have to. I'm still praying for patience when
Okay.
it comes down to that. But yes, there's a lot more that we talk about as far as religion now, for sure.
That is very interesting. You can talk to your husband more about the things of life through the lens of your faith. So it did it give you courage to do that more, or it just gave you inspiration to do that more?
More of inspiration, I think,
Mhm.
because now we're talking the same language.
Did it change your relationship with your daughter at all?
Yes, I think so. I think I'm a better mother because of Curcio. And when I say that, I mean, and when I don't have patience over here, it gives me more patience with her.
Yeah.
And, you know, to try to get her to go to mass with me. And I try to have her, there's a book, Jesus Calling.
Jesus Calling. Do you know who wrote it?
I do, but
we'll put a reference in the.
And it's every day. It has just one passage every day that you can read, and it just puts you in the mindset. And I snuck that into her bag when she went back to school last year.
Nice.
And chances I don't think she read it though.
Okay, well we'll put a reference to that in the credits. Yeah. And the other thing this gave to you, besides inspiration, I was very intrigued by you talking about you're in touch every day with the women from Curcio. So it gave you a community, and
a whole new community, an entire huge community.
Wow,
unbelievable! It's unbelievable.
And just having that support must change you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's brand new. And then the more you go, like the more they have different things that you go to, and you can I was also able to be on team for one of those retreats.
Oh, so you've led a retreat now, or you've been on the team?
Well, I've been on the team, yes. And it's a totally different, it's totally different from living it, even though you're doing the same thing again. But seeing people go from point A to point B, and like just the excitement and they'll just come and say, "Oh my God!" Like I just, and you just like you're so excited for them, and it to watch people have the same feeling that you had when you were there, and them not wanting to leave, and them wanting to call you and tell you all the things that have happened and all the God moments. It's amazing.
I love
really
this.
Is. Every time I walk into the Holy Cross Retreat House, it's like your shoulders just lay back.
Nice.
And it's the best little chapel in the world.
So there's someone listening now who has thought of Curcio or just learning about Curcio. Was it probably more they've been asked to go to Curcio, like you, like me, who are considering it. Give them a little pep talk over the air and get them over the edge, the threshold. What would you say to them?
You do have time.
Well, if even you have time, you're a busy person, I'm sure.
Busy enough, yes.
Yes.
And you do have time. And if for nothing else, do it for yourself. I don't even know what else to say. It's an amazing experience. And I never thought that it would be anything like that. And I never stopped talking that. I didn't even go to sleep that night. Talking.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Well, I think you've inspired somebody. You've inspired me. I'm not sure if I'll go.
I'm going to make sure you go.
Now I'm on your hit
I
list
do
for
have
that.
a little power, but
Yeah, that's good. Well, thank you for that, inspiring. And thank you for sharing your faith with us. And I think it's very important to hear such a successful woman that everyone will look up to as, wow, that woman has gone to the top. But what you really needed was a spark of faith, right?
1,000%. It makes everything better. It makes your whole life better.
Love it. That was a nice audition. Thank you, Pauline.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Okay. As promised, Pauline has sung for us the whole song, Take Lord Receive, the song that you hear in our credits and our opening. It was written by Father John Foley, who's a Jesuit, and it is the words of St. Ignatius Loyola. We're happy to be filming this on the feast of St. Ignatius Loyola, so quite inspiring to me. And the song has a name. It's called the Suscipe, and it's based upon Psalm 118. And it's a favorite of mine. So thank you, Pauline, for singing it. And now you all get to hear that song fully.
Take, Lord, receive all my liberty, my memory, understanding, my entire will. Give me only your love and your grace, that's enough for me. Your love and your grace are enough for me. Take, Lord, receive all I have and possess. You have given unto me, now I return it. Give me only your love and your grace, that's enough for me. Your love and your grace are enough for me. Take, Lord, receive, all is yours now. Dispose of it wholly according to your will. Give me only your love and your grace, that's enough for me. Your love and your grace are enough for me.
Thank you for joining us on Listening to Catholic Women. We're grateful you took the time to hear this inspiring faith journey. Continue exploring these powerful stories with Bishop Mark O'Connell by watching more episodes. This series is sponsored by the Archdiocese of Boston and produced by Emma Lula Creative. Please like, subscribe, and share to spread the word. If you'd like to support the production of this series, visit the link in the description. Until next time, may God bless you.